When it comes to alternative living and self-sustainability, French-South African couple Alice and Ambrose live what they preach in a simple caravan in the countryside.
Building Our Way Home is the title of a blog by a French-South African 30-something couple whose idea of sanctuary is a self-sufficient caravan-turned-home out in the glory of nature.
So Alice and I met at a comedy club actually, because I'm a comedian and she likes comedy. From there our relationship grew, and during COVID we decided that we need to come up with a plan to get out of the city. I'm originally from Cape Town, so I'm a local.
And I'm from France, I'm not so local. I came in South Africa for the first time about 8 years ago, and I obviously didn't know Ambrose back then, but then I kind of fell in love with the people, the landscape, and the realness of everything, the struggles, the beauty, the joy, everything is real here.
Though Alice has a PhD in climate sciences and Ambrose a popular performer, the choice of home arose from asking, what if we're both out of work?
The experience of living off-grid in a tiny home it's quite a challenge. It's not for the faint-hearted. Every day there's another challenge to take on. But there's so much beauty in that as well at the same time. Like when I open the door and I just get a gush of the outdoor life is just like extraordinary. Every morning, sunrise is just amazing. So for me, that's the benefit of it as well. Soaking up where we are and the environment.
For me, the real benefit in living in a small space is how we actually learn about each other a lot more. We've kind of created everything from scratch. The care we give into the home, you know, there's a lot of love.
In the front of the caravan, we have our kitchen, and that's got one oven and a 3-plate stove. Got a fridge as well, and a basin. Next to the kitchen, we have a little toilet where our compost toilet is. And then moving on to where I am seated right now, this is our dining, seating,
Office.
It's a multi-use space. Behind me, we've got the bedroom. One step away is the bedroom, with also a lot of storage space underneath and our own personal clothing sections as well above that.
The renovation process took about 2 months. We really didn't have much plan. We knew how we wanted to look like, but then we had to work with what we had.
In the renovation, some of the things that we added was a lot of plywood. We kind of felt that the plywood was going to give us a nice finish.
Once the space was completed, it was very important for us to make this place very homely. So we've added some handmade gifts, for instance, from my sister here, some plants to make it warm and cozy so that it's really comforting to be in this space.
So when we first got to the plot, it was literally just bush, and we had to clear all of that with the help of some of our friends, just to see the plot that we were working with. The part that I like most about living off the land is we just really enjoy being around plants and absorbing nature. Eventually, for our food garden, the dream is to get it fully functional, to get it going so that we can actually come and get our produce and, you know, not have to go to markets and things all the time. Both of us are vegan, and for us, it just makes more sense that we learn to grow our own food, and we look forward to eating and consuming what we've grown.
Proving that vegans also do delicious. They keep their rescue puppy, Bonnie, well entertained with new recipes.
Today we'll be making a vegan chocolate cake. The process is very simple. You can directly make it in your mug itself. You mix the dry ingredients: flour, cocoa powder, custard, brown sugar, salt, and baking powder. And then you can add the wet ingredient. You can use any kind of milk alternative, or you can also use water. You don't need just something to bind. And a bit of oil, 2 tablespoons, just to add the right amount of fat that you need in the cake. It must be, you know, soothing. And the star ingredient is dark pieces of chocolate here. One very important challenge in this recipe is the fire itself. You've got to have a lot of patience because you can't measure the temperature really. So you have to gauge and put the knife through and see if it's cooked. Patience is key.
So there's an element of trial and error which only adds spice to the mix.
Et voilà, mon amour, the food is ready. I think we've waited a bit too long on the cake. I think we left it a bit. But
fine.
you know what? Food is food. Chocolate is always delicious. So let's check it out.
Let's dig in. It's perfectly fine. You see, the bottom is not too bad at all.
Oh.
Yeah, the middle is actually quite banging. Oh, man. Yes. But what can I say? That is proof that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. This cake is, it looked burnt on the outside, but on the inside, wholesome and good. Just like our little plot over here. Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
Ambrose and Alice find sanctuary in each other. Their life is the perfect expression of their relationship with themselves and with their environment.
You know, there's one thing about going outdoors that just brings that inner peace. And that's exactly how a lifestyle so close to nature finds this couple happiness and fulfillment.
And it looks absolutely amazing.